Hey Art337, this is Casey Shear, and we're going to go over the final project of our calculation app. Mine does minimal calculation, but it's more of an initiative generator or tracker, as you might put it. Mine's designed for people who play role-playing game. Two notable ones would be like Dungeons & Dragons or Pathfinders or other similar games, or if you make up your own or just have something on the side. But in those games, you have battles where you fight, but instead of going all at the same time, you take turns, kind of like in Risk or Monopoly. The way they decide who goes first between the players and the monsters or bad guys you're fighting is everyone rolls their initiative or their go first score. Some players get bonuses, some get negatives, etc., and then you just go top to bottom. Well, rolling and keeping track and doing all those scores can sometimes be monotonous, especially when you do 3 or 4 battles rolling every time. So here we have an app, technology to make it easier for us. Pretty simple. So with the app, before you start playing, you put how many players and monsters is this. You can just go ahead and select and type in them whenever you want, or you can use the scroll bar to scroll down if you need like 99, for example, and then just click on the one you want. Down here there'll be some helpful text in case you don't quite know what the app is doing or what's going on. You can scroll through that and it'll explain what you can and can't do. And then once you're all finalized, you hit next. Goes to the next screen where you can name your players. You would just same thing, click on, scroll, type in, and as you type it updates as you can see here. Neat thing is whatever you're highlighted will highlight, which is kind of neat. And then same before you have your text below, you can scroll through that explains what you can and can't do. A noticeable difference is you have the back button. If you need to go back, you're like, oh, I need to make 9 players. Okay, let's go back. And then you hit next on that, and here you need to add your bonuses in. So if like, oh, I get +3 to my roll, or if I get +5, or I'm really slow, I get -1, you'd put those bonuses in. So when you roll, it automatically adds or minuses that bonus to your roll. Here we use the 20-sided dice, most games do. And so if you have +3, you roll 20-sided dice and it adds the 3 to whatever result you get. So if you get a 5, it becomes an 8, so on. So, but here you put your bonuses in. You click next, and then we go to the final step. Step 4 is divided into 3 sections because it's kind of the main point, the rolling. So here again, you can click scroll bar, helpful text, slide through that. But we have these big dice here which you can click to generate your scores. If you have a single person clicked, as here, for example, here we can see Cassandra clicked, you can click Cassandra's to roll just hers. It would roll d20 and then add her bonus from before, which we can see was a 3. So if she rolled a 20, it would become a 23, so on and so forth. You can click this one down here to roll all of them, and anytime you roll scores, it automatically orders them from top to bottom. So if you can see in this next step here, Monster 3 got the highest with his good old 22. Probably had like a bonus of 7 or something. Again, same text, next and back button. There is no next, but the next is always there. I guess that's an oversight. But yeah, so it automatically orders them all. Neat thing, you're like, oh crap, what was my bonus? What was my roll? I want to know if it's working. Well, you can click this little drop down here, and for whoever's selected, it will bring down a little menu saying, oh, here's Gerald. His bonus was 1. His roll was 20. His score was 21. Like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And you can click on someone, bring that back up, click on someone else, so on and so forth. So pretty simple. You would just select how many players you want. You can name them, add in their bonuses if they have any. If there aren't, it just defaults to 0. And then you can start rolling. Whether you want to roll 1 or multiple or re-roll, it's all there, and it'll automatically order it for you. Nice little app to help out anyone that needs to do some calculations for their battles and get to saving the day a little faster. Thanks for watching.